1, 2, 3, 4, down to the VHS, VHS, out of the VHS. It's the 18 of my big stuff, cause I was out of the house and doing stuff. No easy Wi-Fi beverages, but I guess that's the way it goes. VHS, out of the VHS. Got no money, fucking crack, send it up on the Betamax. Out of the VHS, VHS, out of the VHS.
Hello,
and welcome to Obscure Take Time, the show where we watch VHS in their entirety and invite you to suffer along with us.
from start to finish. Yeah, it's Easter.
It is Easter, so
Well, almost.
all hail the lollipop zombie, whatever the hell.
Yeah,
Chocolate?
yeah.
Something to do with
zombie
sex.
chocolate bunny with eggs, and
I don't really know much about it, so we should learn about it, right?
I guess so. If you insist.
If you insist. No, we're going to jump right into it. No, we're going to talk about our week first, but or multiple weeks. What have you been up to since last episode?
Tell
me a story.
I'm trying to think. Did I do anything? Well, I literally told you the story while we were didn't I?
I know.
Yeah.
bought
No,
some
I
punk
went and bought some punk records because I wanted to
Yay.
listen to new punk music, and You know, either I just really like punk or I got really lucky and like all four of them are good. I don't know. I'm assuming it's just I really like punk, honestly.
I like the one that you said looks like. Can I?
Yeah, get them out.
Yeah. Show you the Geelong one off. I like how it's just
I
like
think two of them are actually
selfie.
Geelong.
Yeah, but
it's
I
actually
really
a
like the
selfie
colour.
of someone who appeared to be passed out, and it's their butt.
yeah.
I think this one might be Geelong as well.
Oh,
maybe.
but that's not as cool of a.
That's probably the coolest one of the records, honestly. Like this is probably my favorite one. Yeah, this one's really cool. I really like that. And then yeah, this one. It's the Wet Blanket.
Yeah.
That is one of the most punk album covers you will
Just
ever see.
Whatever was on the USB stick, sort of thing. Or
This is
whatever
actually the
came out of
reissue.
the roll.
Apparently, the original version was not as interesting.
Oh.
So I'm glad I got the reissue with the butt cover.
Butt cover.
What cover? Yeah, I'm pretty sure those two are Geelong bands. And I was kind of annoyed because when I went in there, we mentioned we were from Geelong, and the girl account was like, "Oh, so you must be going to the punk festival tomorrow."
Oh,
I'm like,
you
what
tell
fucking
that.
punk festival? And she's like, "Oh, there's a punk festival in Geelong. I'll be there." And I was like, "How do you know about what?"
Because you don't follow the punk Reddit, which is all neatly organized and follow the rules.
Damn it. But anyway, so now like it happens every year. So next year I'm just absolutely 100% going. Like
Nice.
no ifs or buts. Like I just want to. I love punk music.
Yeah. Maybe
I'm not one of those people
some
who can like list off punk bands and be
punk
like,
beers too.
yeah, punk beers, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that's come up. I mean, now we're just getting wildly off topic, but
No, I mean that's not that off topic. It's still vintage and
no,
stuff.
well we're getting
Punk's
more
dead.
off topic now. We're
Just
going
like
back in
PKs.
time. Last night, while I was listening to Chris and Andrew talk,
Okay.
eventually my mind started to wander because they started talking about their job that they had, and it just eventually it stopped making sense to me.
Yeah.
And I started just having flashbacks to when we went to the beer festival. And I remembered that one of the beers we had was made with pizza yeast.
Yeah. It was a pepperoni beer.
And I'm like, I'm trying to fucking find it. And I can't fucking find it.
If you can find the map of the things, it was
I
within
did!
the one of the first three.
I did, and it was not on their websites. I had the map up, and I was like Googling them. And I just, fuck.
All right.
But the thing is, was it the first three? Because we got very drunk. The order of things in my head is like, it could have been anywhere in that whole first section.
I suppose. Yeah.
That's the problem. Which means there's probably like 8 to 15 that it could possibly have been. We drank a lot of beer. And now I'm just sitting here like, God damn it. And I posted on Reddit. And then one of the comments was like, because I did say like, oh, if you know any other instinct beers for me to try. And someone was like, yeah, there's like a seafood beer. And I'm like, you know what, I'd try it once, whatever. And then someone was like, you know that like pizza yeast does not make beer more interesting. And in my head, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck off. Like, I found this beer and I'm saying I really like it. And you're sitting here telling me like, no, it's not actually good. No, go away. And how do I block this guy? I forgot how to block people on
There you go.
Yay! But yeah, so I can't find that beer and I'm really sad about it.
Huh.
Anyway, what have you been up to?
Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted you to have a little rant story, steer the conversation off topic. Now watch me steer it back on topic. So we're
Are you going to
talking
start with
about-
beer and then move it in?
Starting about beers, I went out on the weekend for some partying and stuff, celebrating Sam's birthday, which is today.
Happy birthday, Sam!
Happy
Woo!
birthday, Sam. We went out to see Queens of the Damned. Sky invited us out, so we got to see the Cryle Castle dance. So,
Oh, nice. Fuck
Cryle
yeah.
Castle, while we're up there, drank some beers in some pubs. There you go. There's the connection, and also going out. And of course, while we were out there, we went thrifting around Ballarat regional stuff, and I found 2 different dance videos that look exactly like the dance videos that we got, but someone printed out a cover for them. Found
Hell
some
yeah.
Scouts videos
Ooh.
and an entire collection of a preacher talking about why we should believe in God at the turn of the millennium. 13 tapes.
Y2K!
13 tapes. We got the entire series. It says 99. I'm not sure if I need to find the other 86 of the videos, but I think Yeah, I didn't actually make that math. Someone else has already said that to me.
Oh, okay.
I found 5 Babes again. 5 copies
Five
of Babe.
Babes,
It was
fucking
5 for $1.
$5 for
I've
$1.
got so many copies of Babe now. So yeah, that was my.
We need to get enough TVs and VCRs so we can watch them all at the same time.
Oh,
Like have one of those nightmare situations where there's like just heaps of TVs, heaps of monitors there, and each one is playing the same fucking movie, but they're like all slightly desynced because you're not going to press play on them all at the same time.
yeah.
Yeah, and they've all got to have the sound on because that would just be horrifying.
I watched a clip of a guy do that with a couple of copies of Wizard of Oz because he had both versions. The one where they got rid of, yeah, and he was just sitting there after he'd shown off that bit. He just kept letting them play and just sit there and ate popcorn. And that's what they had over the credits of the
like that.
documentary. Yeah. Easter ham. No. So yeah, VHS. I went on an adventure that wasn't meant to be about VHS, but I made it about VHS.
You have to sometimes.
Yeah. So anyway, VHS about Easter. I have a special secret bag where I keep my VHS. Every single VHS in here is too long to watch all together. We
Okay.
can watch one of them.
So
We have 3 that I picked out and I couldn't decide, so I have to make you decide.
okay,
Now,
and if I can't decide, an apostrophe decide.
Oh no, we can get the chat in on it if you follow our socials. I've already posted a picture. You don't get to see them until we find out. All right, so your choices are a movie, a music concert. Well, not just a concert. It's our music video clips concert, but it's okay. Just to sway you a little bit, it is theatrical. It has puppets, or sketch comedy.
Fuck. This is just.
It's really hard.
This is brutal. This is a brutal
So
decision. 'cause
theatrical musical performance, sketch comedy, or a kids safety movie. And not just a safety PSA.
Damn it.
It's a half-hour movie, and I've got a special extra if that's the one that's chosen.
What the fuck do I choose here?
Yeah, brutal. Hey,
This
guys,
is
talk it out.
gnarly.
You can both have your says in it.
I feel like there's not a bad choice here. Like,
I'll show you all 3 ones we have a choice.
fuck. Problem is, you're gonna bring them out, and I'm gonna be like, oh, but that one looks better.
Of course, that's the way the life works. That's the way everybody's brain works.
Apostrophe, where are we sitting on this? Where are we sitting on this?
Can you at least eliminate one?
Yeah, can you eliminate one? You narrow it down to 2, and then I'll make the final choice. How's that?
Comedy, music, or movie? Boop.
Eliminate the music? Okay, then we're gonna go for sketch comedy.
Sketch.
We're going for sketch comedy.
All
Yeah.
right. What day is Easter?
Easter. Ow! As in Sunday or Monday.
Easter Sunday. It is Sunday morning live.
Oh, good
Kind of like Saturday
God.
Night Live, but it's Sunday morning live. That's what we're gonna be watching. Sunday morning.
What have I done?
Sketch comedy by a little church. Where was it? It says on the back where it is, but it's Willow Creek. Willow Creek is the one that's kind of associated with the Geether or Greether, whatever it's called, church group, which they're kind of non-denominational. What does that mean? It means
I
they.
have no idea.
It means they are of Christ, but not of a specific book.
Okay.
So they just like the idea of God, but they don't follow a set of rules. So they end up doing musical performances and
Yeah.
kids comedy shows and stuff.
They're a cult, basically.
They're a Christian-y cult that likes to seem like they're really funny.
I mean, that's what
Ooh.
cults generally try and do. So, yeah, that sounds like a cult.
I'm gonna have to get my headphones turned back on in a minute, but not yet. Not until we start playing.
Oh, is it? Do they turn off or just selected here?
Oh yeah, you will have to. But hold on, let me turn it back on. There you go. You can turn them back on. They shouldn't need to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
okay.
you go.
Okay.
Just select them back there again. All right, so the movie that we missed out on that we are gonna watch again. Oh, I need to see what I'm doing.
Sorry.
It's called Salty's Salvation Celebration, and it's got a guy in a giant mouse suit and a guy in a giant book suit.
Wait, is it?
It's a full movie with rubber suits and stuff. It's a kids,
my
you should
God.
believe in God, half-hour movie. And with that, I also brought along. I found this. This is called King Pool. This is a Petersburg 1991 to 2 Arts Center movie
Oh.
from that guy who gave us a bunch of short movies. This is another one that
That's
I
pretty
found.
rad.
This is local. I was going to put that with it. We're doing the comedy, and here's the last thing. This doesn't look that interesting on the front cover. It's called Rebel in the Lord or something like Land. But on the back, it's got big things of like monsters and ghosts and Satan. Have a look at the up close reels on that.
Yeah, that looks. Man, that Satan looks pretty badass.
It does. It looks
metal
like
as fuck.
yeah,
Is that a ghost?
100% looks like looks like a metal show.
God damn.
So yeah, all three options were right.
That was not a losing choice here. I don't feel bad about my decision because like this one probably will be the worst, but I feel like even it is going to be wildly entertaining.
Yeah.
That one. Let's go.
And hey, we can celebrate Easter all month. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll pick another one of those for next week. Make things easy.
Well, I mean, we just pick another different religious day, right?
Good.
There's plenty of those that happen.
I've got so many new videos that are religious though.
Sunday morning live. Such a beautiful thing about like the 80s and 90s. It was just this kind of stuff was allowed to just happen all the time. Oh, it's volume 2. Okay, they must have perfected their craft by now, or at least
this
they're
has
in
to
the...
be the better stuff. It's not going to be the leftovers.
I'm sitting
Well,
here in the stage
that silence
at
was a
Willow
bit
Creek Community Church,
Jarring
where
for a bit.
weekly we do sketches as part of our outreach services. As you can see, the stage is large.
Very
But what we
large.
do in terms of drama is really quite simple. A couple pieces of furniture, a few props, and some actors. Before you actually view the sketches on this tape, I'd like to talk a little bit about how we approach drama here at Willow Creek. First of all, it's important to realize that our audience is a non-churched audience. Yes, periodically we do sketches as part of
I did see that.
services, but primarily
That's gonna be
drama is
interesting.
used in our outreach evangelism efforts here at Willow Creek. That means that when we approach a particular sketch, we try to think in terms of how we can deal with a particular
Let's
topic.
take away the comedy.
Is it actually
Right.
going to be comedy, or is it going to be like, oh, I shouldn't have taken that marijuana's...
at Willow Creek.
It made me feel
Secondly,
funny.
the drama that we use is written by one of our writers
Who knows?
to coordinate with a message. In other words, the drama doesn't really stand alone, but it only makes
Oh, they
sense
make the
if it's
audience
connected to
laugh
a message.
or cry.
Okay.
Therefore, the expectation of drama here is that we raise some questions, that we create points of identification with our audience, that we facilitate them.
So when I
being
looked
able
up
to
some of the
laugh at
stuff about
themselves,
this video,
or
not only
even
have they
a
made
tier of recognition.
quite a lot of really great looking
The
videos,
expectation, however,
but
of drama
Willow
is
Creek
not
came
that
up in
it
some things
provides
about how
answers.
people were giving
Yes,
seminars about
we can
how
ask
they got out
questions,
of Willow
but we
Creek.
try to leave the answer
Oh.
up to the task.
So it really is a cult.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, at least some
Also,
people on
address
YouTube
the
think so.
same subject
No,
matter
it's a
later
cult.
in the service and provide a biblical perspective. I'd like you to keep in mind that the sketches
Hard
on this
cut.
tape were done live here on stage as part of our services.
Oh,
And also, I've tried to select samples that represent the broad spectrum of styles that we do,
oh.
from comedy to serious sketches.
Ah, it's
more
gonna have
slice of
one
life,
funny one, isn't it?
realistic style, to a broad, exaggerated style.
I mean,
From monologue
looking at it from the
to
viewpoint of it being a cult, they might all be funny.
Now, I know that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and so therefore I gladly
wish Spacebird was here to
remove
enjoy
myself
this.
from the stage and turn it over to the actors, the ones
Ask
who
him
really
to turn
belong
up.
here.
The Offering. This is gonna be a horror, right?
Has to be.
Well, if I'm not supposed to feel pressure to participate in this part of the service, why are they handing me a velvet-lined bushel basket? Some kind of a hint to put a lot in, or what? Well, I guess I ought to contribute something. I mean, the church has got its bills to pay, too. And these are pretty comfortable seats. Come to think of it, there's a lot of nice things around here. Get a load of all that glass, as much as at the United Terminal. And those closed-circuit televisions. And what's with this atrium lobby thing they got going out there? Looks like the inside of the embassy suites. Yeah, this stuff ain't cheap. I bet when you become a member, they really put the pressure on you to give all the time. I bet this place is rolling in dough. So why do they need my lousy couple of bucks anyways? Besides, how do I know where my money is going?
It's going straight to the big man.
These days. Hey, there could even be some kind of a scam here, too. Well, at least if I use my money,
Churches would never
I'll know where
scam
it's
you. Come
going.
on.
I'm sure you'll understand, God, if I take a
Wow,
bath this morning.
she really knows
I mean,
what
from
I'm
the looks
thinking.
of this place compared to my living room, I need the money a lot more than they do.
Ah, yes, the offering. What a wonderful time in the service. There's something about being able to participate in all that goes on here.
Also, the funny thing is
play a
they're
part
showing all the different
great
characters,
works of God.
and that's all that there
A
is.
very,
Yeah.
very, very, very
There's
large
this type of
life.
peoples that
I
go to
hate
church,
myself with
and
my
they're
own
nothing else.
generosity. I just know I could be an example to others. But of course, how can I be an example to others if they don't know what I'm giving?
I like how his pen was one of those like pen color ones.
That would be rather obvious. But maybe if I didn't fold my check, I could just set it in on the top, and then the people next to me could see it. Or better yet, maybe I could put it out on the rim, and then everyone in the row could see it. But then it might fall off in the front. Oh, but that would be perfect, because then all the people in the front would have to pick it up, and they'd have to pass it around, and then as they send it down to catch up with the plate, then they would all see it, and therefore be inspired. And then, well, if it didn't make it all the way to the plate, then somebody at the end would have to wave out to one of the ushers like that.
I
one
figure
in the
which
black
of these
coat.
two so
Yes,
far
you.
is more
Excuse me.
conservative.
There's a very, very large.
I'm looking at the other guys, and they look like they actually are at church.
34 Winfield Lane. That I'm sure the church couldn't possibly do without this week. And then Bill Hybel. Bill Hybel. He'd be sure to see what's going on. And then he'd invite me right down in the front. Yeah, and he'd probably make me an honorary chairman of the board of directors right there.
All for your $86.
What a joy it is to be a humble tool in God's hands.
Hilarious.
Oh no, the offering plate. I hate this part of the service.
Feed me, feed me!
Oh, I bet everybody's watching me. I bet the couple behind me is staring over my shoulder right now just to see how much I'm gonna put in. Stop staring at me! Oh, I'm in the last row. Oh. Why am I so paranoid? I mean, what's the big deal about giving to the Lord?
Is this one of those things where we
I
have
know
to
I should
choose
give
which
more.
one of these people we are?
Well, what do you
I
expect
think,
from me, Lord?
yeah, I think that's probably the point of it, right? I think so far I'm probably her.
Riddled with guilt. All because I
I'll
didn't
go with
give
the
anything
first
that one
lady.
week I
We
was
still
on
have the
probation
last
2
guy
years
to see.
ago.
The last guy could just be
All right, Lord.
like,
Look,
lol,
I'll
no.
double the amount I give this week. No, I'll triple the amount. There. Now, will you please get off my back? Oh, not good enough. I still feel guilty. All right, you caught me red-handed. Yesterday I was in a hurry and I didn't separate my trash. I didn't recycle. Here, take my whole wallet. Take all my credit cards too. There's still a couple $100 left on them, okay? Oh, it's not working. I'm gonna have to let it all out. Here, take my earrings. That's for lying to my mom when I was 13, and my watch. That should cover the night of senior prom, huh? Oh, fine. Here's my shoes.
Yikes, the implications.
Yes, I did
The
go over
implications.
the speed limit so that I could get here on time today, and I promised to walk barefoot over the gravel all the way home just to prove how sorry I am. Is that enough, God? I I hate this part of the service.
She left her shoes in there. Audience liked that one.
They did.
That's where most of them sit. You can't talk to her anymore. She doesn't have the light on.
Well,
What's up,
it is.
Craig? Welcome to religious
Just
sketch
to say
show.
thanks.
It's meant to be funny.
You know, Lord, this has been a pretty good week. Every day I've had enough food to eat. I mean, every
Oh,
night
this is
I've
gonna
had
be the
warm
guy who
house,
you're
and every
supposed to be.
morning I had a hot shower. Well, except for Thursday when the kids got up early, but all in all,
What,
a lot of good
slightly
things have
balding?
come my way this week, and I'm glad that I have a chance to show you that, well, while I know that I matter to you, you matter to me too.
Yeah, God, that's how it
2
is.
years ago, I would have been in the office on a Sunday morning like this, just building my little business. What a present.
Ah,
That's just life these days, mate. For a lot of
Now,
people.
in a tangible way, I can show you something of how much you're...
we got to the end thinking it'd be another character, but the end is the
This is for you,
message.
Lord.
Yeah, the end is the guy we're supposed to be, just like I said.
No.
Oh, he's forgot his wallet.
Oh, no, I left my wallet in the car.
Sure you did.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that they cut out the laugh track. No more laughing.
You can decide on your own if it's funny, actually.
The
We're
last-
that confident.
Why is it the last joke didn't get the
Just sit down
laugh?
on the desk.
God
thanks.
damn it.
Boy, the saying "it's a small world" is all too true here, huh?
Oh, yeah, and it's wild to think how much they learn at this age.
Oh, it's wild to think that I was ever in 5th grade, that I was sitting right here, staring out these same windows 13 years
Sir,
ago.
sir.
I can't believe that you landed a job here.
Oh,
You
no.
have faith.
This is live theater from their Sundays. That means we should be listening out for terrible flubs.
No, I mean,
True.
I mean, here at my grade school, this is just too weird.
That is kind of weird. But then they would never hire me at my alma mater. I was a terror in grade school.
It even smells the same.
Really?
Yeah.
This guy's losing his
Combination
mind.
of milk, paste, and mimeograph paper.
That schools still
Remember
exist
that?
after you
Yes,
leave them.
Ditto. I used to
Such
get
a
high
small
on
world view.
Goodbye, Mrs. Schuetz. And thank you so much for taking maternity leave right in the middle of the school year when I so desperately
Ugh,
needed a
that was a
job.
really
remember
dusty
one
bit
girl.
of like space there.
Marianne
I'm glad he
Blodgett
dusted
sat
it
in the
off.
back. She always smelled like formaldehyde or something.
Don't tell me her dad was a mortician.
No, her mom worked in a cleaning store early in the morning, and she just
You know,
until school
Farmer
started.
Dan,
But we
I can't say no. I can't say for sure that we are not.
A mad scientist in her basement, like Frankenstein or something.
Sounds familiar?
It's pronounced
Welcome,
Frankenstein.
Mr. Novak. How does that look? Bill. Hey, Bill, man, what you doing?
Jeez,
I'm just saying
I'm
if
trying to watch Christians do stuff.
Someone should tell him that there's no blackboard there.
I can't believe this was never replaced.
You graffiti
What, the
the
carpet?
radiator? You delinquent.
That's not a
No,
radiator.
no. Bobby Heaver bent it 13 years ago. I mean, look, you can see where it's been pulled up from the floor a little bit there. You think it would be fixed by now?
Look, I wouldn't worry about it. It's been here working the whole time. I'd say Bobby's off the hook. Come on, help me hang some posters.
He hung himself.
Yikes!
Just like how you're about to hang up some posters.
Oh, true.
I guess he is off.
That's the joke.
Hmm.
Funny.
Maybe I'm not understanding here, but a 5th grader hangs himself from a radiator.
No. 2 years ago. He hung himself 2 years ago. My mom read about it in the paper. and
About the
called me.
radiator?
What did the radiator do?
Did it at home, I guess.
The radiator? At a house?
If the kids in your class are mean to one another, if they start picking on someone, do you stop them? I mean, do you care enough to stop them? Or do you just stand there and watch it happen, or do you stop it?
That was
Please
3
tell me
options,
that
but
you
2 of
do
them were the same.
something.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, I stop them. I mean, if I need to. I mean, the kids just usually work it out themselves.
Usually? What do you mean, usually?
Come on, Bill. I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, we're
13
going to
years
invisible
ago, me
school.
and my
Everything's
buddies
invisible.
tied Bobby Heaver to that radiator.
The invisible one.
Stuff like that to kids all the time.
Now, we
This is some
weren't
Christian
playing cowboys and
cultist
Indians or
propaganda,
cops and
Ape Sentai.
robbers,
That's.
Glenn. We
I was
tied
hoping
Bobby
you'd
to
show
that
up.
radiator
No, this
because
is
he was
sketch
little
comedy.
and
I mean, I feel like
skinny.
joining up now.
And he
Honestly.
had long fingernails and pale, thin lips and freckles, and we decided that that wasn't cool.
Freckles are
And
way
we let him
cool.
know that.
Wicked sick.
I let him know that every single day at school, Glenn. I reminded him that he wasn't right, that he was weird. I don't know why I did it.
Because he was a nerd. Boo.
I guess it just made me feel real tough,
Do you still feel
real
tough?
big.
Yeah,
Now
big
it
boy
just makes me
Billy?
sick.
Hey, Bill,
You know, back then we used the word homo.
Oh,
Homo. I mean, I didn't even know what it meant.
say it
Except that
again.
he was different.
So he
Homo
had
Heaver is
freckles.
what I call
He
it.
had long fingernails.
Chanted
had-
as he walked past
How many
a
things
line
has
of
he
us in
like
front of
put
the
on this
school door.
invisible character that we don't get to see?
It was horrible. I mean, I can only imagine how he must have dreaded coming to school every
Him hating himself, he's still kind of like picking on him by listing all of his downgoings.
Okay, so
He was weak. He was a nerd.
But why should I have to decide whether he should have to suffer? But he was.
We decided to find out for ourselves if he was really a boy.
Oh boy. This sketch comedy video.
A rope
This
to
is the
garage.
second sketch.
I grabbed his feet and dug
Oh,
him in,
no,
and we just took
they're
him
gonna,
on, and gagged him, and we carried him
sexually
inside
assault
and
this
tied
guy.
him to the
Yep.
radiator before class started one day. And then we
Uh-oh. Don't
dropped
do
his
it.
pants,
Don't do it, dude. No.
and we left him tied there for the whole class to see and laugh at.
Boo! Happy
We all ran,
Easter!
of course, we all ran inside, and Bobby, he had struggled so hard to get loose that his ankles were bleeding, and he had pulled the radiator up from the floor a little bit. But he didn't cry.
Slow zoom in, please.
You know, I remember looking at him. I was mad at him, and almost afraid of him, because he wasn't crying. He wouldn't do it. He would not give in.
This is too much. This is like when
This is
that other
getting
guy
real
started
dark.
crying.
This is very much like that, yeah.
The teacher sent him down to the
But at least he's not pretending this is like actually his real
principal.
Yeah.
life.
I got expelled for a few days, and my mom, she grounded me, but that wasn't punishment enough. I ruined his life. I mean, he was never the same after that. He stopped trying to fit in. And then when I heard that he killed himself, I figured he just couldn't bear not fitting in any longer.
Well, this is dark.
You know,
Let's read some things. It says,
kind of nice guy. But I feel
hilarious.
Glenn. I feel like I took.
Oh, also available. We could have got the scripts
oh man, that
so that we could do these skits ourselves.
awful lot.
That would have been nice.
See
Sitting around for such a
the
long
book
time.
version with sketches.
Ooh.
13 years. Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Glenn. Look at me. Here I am, and I'm ruining the best thing that's happened to you all year.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. I'm glad I was here. I'm glad you told me. Look, I gotta pick up some stuff down at the office. You wanna
Dude,
come with me?
don't just brush this off. He deserves detention.
Yeah.
True, yeah. Well, I mean, he got expelled
I'll be back.
for a few days.
No, he needs more. Give him, like, adult detention. It'll probably make him feel better, actually.
All right, where is Ghost Bobby?
Coming out of the refrigerator. That's where Ghost Bobby is. That's a Home and Away reference, y'all. Yeah, touch the invisible radiator. Get naked and see how it felt.
Beaver.
What the fuck are you doing?
I need to get into the mind. Really understand how I made him feel. Wow, man.
Heavy.
For better or for worse. I guess this is a marriage one, which means it's gonna have to be funny, right?
Oh boy.
One of these days, Alice. He's fallen asleep watching the damn footy again.
Oh, the game. Always the game.
Is that Kath?
What time
Or
is
is that Kim?
11:15.
Where are you going?
To bed. Good night.
In your heels?
Hey. It's been a while.
Yeah, well, after
Hilarious.
about 17 hours, I'm usually ready for a good night's sleep.
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Paula, what's the matter?
I can't catch my breath. Honey. Oh, that's great. This always happens when I'm swept off my feet.
Very funny.
Yay!
I'm going to bed.
I'll be right up.
I'll be asleep.
I'll wake you up.
I'll lock the door.
I'll break it down.
Now that I'd stay up to see.
Hey, what is your problem?
My problem.
Yeah, I want to make
Yeah.
love to my wife.
Oh, is that it? You want to make love
On
to your
3
wife?
single
And I
chairs.
thought you were looking for something to do during halftime.
Dear, hockey
Everyone
doesn't
knows the
have
halftime shows that. Oh, damn it.
Would you quit treating me like that? I'm getting real tired of it.
Well, I'm getting real tired of being the last thought of your day. Or a cure for your insomnia.
Hey, hockey.
You are not the cure.
Does that
for
mean
my
that they're from-
insomnia.
Oh, but I am the last
Canada?
thought of your day.
No,
Will
they're
you
from
give me a
Chicago.
break?
Well, it sure
Canada.
feels that way.
Yeah, but
You
these might be
come
Canadians
home,
in this
eat
story.
dinner,
Oh.
And then you park yourself on that couch for the rest of the night, snoring between headlines and hockey pucks. You don't have a meaningful word to say to me all night.
All right. What do you want me to do?
You know perfectly well what I want you to do.
Fine, you want to talk? We'll talk.
I don't want to talk.
But you just said you...
Doggone it, Steve, I want you to notice me. To make me feel important. Or special.
That's why he wanted the boinky
Oh, so
boink.
you want me to woo you? I thought I got all that out of the way when we were dating.
Every morning, just wake
I
up and go,
shouldn't say-
woo! That'll get all the wooing out of the way.
I'm sorry. Come on, Paula.
No. You want me? You know how to get me.
Oh,
Is she wearing a bat buckle?
oh. I can't if you're going to be staring at me.
Well, do you want me to leave the room?
Well,
Oh, forget it.
look, come on. Come on.
What,
let's
they have
just
to do the Hungry Hippo
sit
game?
down.
What is this weird sex
This is
ritual
bizarre.
that they've got?
This is some interesting.
Foreplay. This is just all foreplay. We're watching staged foreplay. Now, it's not like I haven't done that many times before, but this is meant to be Christian.
That's the part that's where the disconnect is for me.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard stroke, this one.
An interesting one, not necessarily hard.
You
Difficult?
look nice tonight. Your shirt's pretty. Your pants fit.
They'd look better on the floor.
Damn!
Good. skin soft. Your hair smells nice.
Just tell her you want to staple your scrotum to her forehead and be done with it.
Great. If I were a
Everyone knows
well-dressed
that's where it's going to
Cocker
end up.
What did I do?
Steve, how many times do we have to have this conversation? You are not mentally
She's not a
deficient.
Cocker Spaniel.
Or at
She's
least
got
you
curly
weren't
hair.
until
She's a
we got
Spaniel-doodle.
Hey, look, Paula, I gave it my
Cockadoodle.
best woo, okay?
Steve, this is not funny.
All right, I'm sorry.
I can't just turn it on.
Divorce,
And I don't want
divorce.
I want you to be interested in me, to take
The
time out
end.
for me. And I hate having to tell you this. I just don't want to be the
We know a
last
guy who could
thought
help
of your
if they
day.
go for counseling.
What do you call this? It's 11:15 at night.
He knows all about how men are from different planets from
When
women.
I say yes.
It's true.
And I feel guilty when I say no. Most of the time, I just feel hurt. And don't touch me. You never hug or hold unless you want more.
Tell him.
Yeah. Tell him to learn how to tuck.
I'm sorry.
I don't understand the argument. She's like, hey, I want you to notice me more. Stop
How was
noticing
work
me.
today?
It was okay.
Yay, conversation.
Did you get that
Hope they do it on stage.
project done? What was it you were working on?
It was a proposal for Jim Barnes.
Jimmy. Jim was old Jim Bob anyway.
He accepted it.
Well, good. That's great.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about that.
Still.
Oh, I see you must have talked to Jenny today.
Yeah. I finally told her into wearing just 1 pound of blue eyeshadow.
Oh, speaking of proposals, did you read where they wanted to?
Thanks.
Thanks? For what?
For understanding. For trying.
Yeah,
What's
well,
going on in this sketch?
Paula, I guess I'm kind of a slow learner. It's only been 12 years. Paula, I love you.
Aww.
Love you too.
Now, don't have sex with her. No matter how much she wants it, she said that every time a hug, it always has to end up with sex. So no matter how much she throws at you, go down to the shed, crack open a beer, and do some woodwork.
And you can furiously jerk off while you do the woodwork. Just
with the vice.
Keep your bits away from the from the power tools.
Unless
maybe don't then. Did they do it?
What the hell is this?
Good morning, Mom!
Oh no, they're inside the belly!
Today's the big day. Get a move on.
They're babies.
Oh, look!
Jeez, no, dude.
Just laying around here maturing? Come on.
Did you want to know what an embryonic sac beanbag looked like? Because now you can see
Now-
what an embryonic
Now I know.
sac beanbag looks like. Yay, they hit it right. This is the first sketch that I like. Mainly because of the beanbag.
She's up. Hey, hey! Now she's having Daddy feel you. Kick for him.
No. I don't want to.
You are so immature. I'll do it. Here, Dad! Bam! How'd you like that?
Hey, watch
It
I
could
don't know.
have. This could have been the next big thing.
If they kept using this embryonic sac beanbag in more sketches,
Maybe this
it
is a series.
might have
We don't
gone
know. We
away.
might have to get the other episodes to find out.
Well, this is volume 1. I mean 2, sorry, and there's a volume 1 somewhere.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Hey,
me.
remember that thumb you discovered? Why don't you try using it? You know, sometimes I wish your lungs had never developed.
Hey.
Boo! Oh, but then he'd be dead.
Mommy!
Oh, come on!
Mommy!
Be quiet! You're gonna. What's happening?
I don't know.
Maybe it's
Cesarean.
I don't think so.
This is awful.
No, this is the best one. Shut up. Shut up or I'll make you rewind it and watch it again.
Then you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you.
I like how you can tell their gender because they're coming out in pajamas. You didn't come out? It was a false alarm?
Do you smell that?
Chicken fajitas and salsa.
Oh, she just had diarrhea, that's all.
Jesus.
Yep, that was the joke. She wasn't giving birth, she pooped.
Hey, for somebody who wanted to be born, you were sure acting like a baby.
I was just surprised, that's all. Hey, what's the matter? Too many spices coming through your cord?
No,
Spicy cord?
that's not it.
Well, what is it then?
I don't want to go.
Well, where?
Out there.
Well, don't you remember Mom telling us about all the limitless possibilities for kids?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it means we can do whatever we want to do. We can go wherever we want to go. We can be whatever we want to be.
Why would you want anything more than
Cold War.
an embryonic sac
God, just
beanbag?
safety.
Oh,
Just safety.
limitless
Constant
opportunities
food.
also means limitless decisions and pressures. I mean, what if we don't pass that entrance exam into that prestigious nursery school? We'll never get into Harvard.
Okay, calm down or you will send Mom into labor.
True that, Abe Sentai.
Or what if our friends think that we're geeks because our
But like,
parents can't
when you're
afford
still
to read out
inside your
Reebok
parents,
pumps
you're
or
like
Rihanna
growing
Richie
and becoming more
jeans?
powerful
Mom
to
and
be
Dad don't
alive.
want us
If
to
you
be
never
social
come out,
rejects. If they can't
you will
afford it, they'll have
become
the
endless,
grandparents for it.
limitless power. Itty bitty living
But what
space.
if our grandparents are dead? Or dysfunctional? Oh, what if our parents are dysfunctional because their parents were dysfunctional? What if they ship us off to some boarding school because they don't have time for us?
What if? Will you stop with all the what ifs?
Oh, watch the cord. I don't have enough room.
That's womb.
That's what I said.
You got more womb than I do.
I do
Womb.
not.
Do two.
That's a good one.
Not.
Do two.
Do not.
Do two. Do
Not-
two.
not-
Do
not-
two.
not-
Do
not-
two.
look, we're already competing. What's it going to be like when we get out there?
What do you mean?
Well, with athletic ribbons and honor rolls and our physical appearance? What if one of us is ugly? Or uncoordinated? What if
That's just as bad.
you can do a cartwheel before I can?
What if you can kick a soccer ball better than me?
What if we can't handle sibling rivalry?
Well, it's peer rivalry I'm worried about.
Or what about
Just remember that.
Hey, calm down. You're both
What about
ugly. And useless.
cancer?
Just remember, a whole
Cancer
bunch of
from a
people who
toxic
didn't want to
waste
get
dump.
up got up on a Sunday morning to
From a
watch
hole
this
in the
because it's what they do
From
every week,
secondary
not because they knew they were
cigarette
going to this show.
Or worse yet? What about
In fact, they expect to be told about God, and they got given.
Oh, they brought up the
It could be
AIDS.
stolen by a stranger.
or used in pornography?
Or battered
Again.
by our own parents.
Oh, let's not go.
Yeah, let's not go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
But wait,
Who's got the clothes hanger?
I don't think we have a choice.
Hi. Look at all the other babies over there on the seats.
Best sketch ever.
Wait a sec.
What?
Was that pro-choice?
Oh, Deb, our first gift. This is so thoughtful.
Maybe.
Because that was kind of a horror where they came to the realization, what if we don't want to be born?
So they said we don't have a choice at the end.
But the mother does.
This small. I just
They're
hope I
using
don't have to
Mickey's
do it
likeness.
Once I get it. It? Well, I mean him. Him? Oh, Deb, I can't believe this is happening. Oh, you waited a long time for
Happening.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck on that thought.
But now
Do we have to watch the skit again?
Nope.
If it had been me, I think I would have given up a long time ago.
Well, believe me, there were plenty of low moments, plenty of doubts. But I just had to keep telling myself someday.
When that someday is here. Oh, Kathy, I am so happy for you. Not only because you're getting a baby, but because you won't have to see any of those agencies and doctors.
Well, it's a good thing because there's certainly nothing left of this body that hasn't been poked, probed, and stared at by at least 100 people. After a while, I quit asking their names and just said, "Take
And
me,
that's
I
just
know."
Sunday morning service.
And then finally you get the call.
Oh, I couldn't believe
It
it.
was the prayer
I stayed awake
circles
all
that did
night
it.
just to make sure it wasn't a dream. And it's not, it's real. Oh, Deb, I can't believe this is happening.
Hey, how can that husband of yours work, knowing that in less than 3 hours he's going to be a father?
Well, I'm glad he's there, not here. We would have driven each other crazy if we sat around here all day together.
Hey, do you have a name for him?
Just put him in the bear suit.
Jason Carter.
Oh, I like that. Jason Carter. It sounds strong.
I think so too.
Hi, everybody.
Well, hi, honey. Or should I say daddy? Couldn't stay at work, huh?
No.
Don't call him daddy.
Congratulations, Greg. I can't tell
Oh
you
no,
how happy
call
I am
him
for you.
daddy.
Look what Deb got little Jason. Isn't it cute? Our own little Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's great. Deb, I don't want to be rude, but I...
Oh, he's wearing the tie from that guy at the start.
Sure. Hey, I need to get home anyway.
I think I've got a nervous father in my hands.
The subway murderer.
You're right. Oh, I am so happy for you two.
I'll see you tomorrow.
No, you better believe it. Wild horses couldn't keep me away. Bye-bye.
See you, Deb.
She's a good friend, isn't she?
Yeah, she's great. Look, why don't you sit down here? I got to talk to you about something.
Oh my, this sounds serious.
Serious.
Kath, it's
I'm
about
leaving.
the baby.
Greg, I already know what you're gonna say.
No, you don't.
Honey, I know ever since we got the call, I've been thinking too much about the baby, but that will change. I promise I'm not gonna become one of those
Get rid
mothers
of it.
whose whole life revolves around her kid. It's just that right now it's all I can think about. It's so exciting to see our dream finally come true.
Kath, our attorney called me at the office a little while ago. The girl decided to keep the baby.
What?
Oh.
She changed her mind.
She can't do that. She signed the papers.
No, she's got 3 days after the birth to change
Well,
it.
she can't do that. She promised.
She can do it, and she did. Now, honey, you knew this was a possibility.
Well, where's Taylor's number? A lawyer ought to be able to do something.
There's nothing he can do. I've already asked him.
What do you mean you asked? You could never. He'd be doing something.
There's nothing he can do.
They're gonna steal the
Already
baby,
been
aren't
done.
they?
Come on, honey.
I don't believe this.
Oh, I've seen this movie.
They're gonna go on a baby heist.
In just 3 hours, he would have been ours. He is ours.
That would have been a movie in the 90s for
There'll be
sure.
other babies.
Yes, it was called Look Who's
I don't
Talking
want other
To.
babies. I want this one.
Or was it Baby's Day
Can't
Out?
have 'em,
I
honey.
think it was Baby's Day Out.
I've seen it, but not since
It was
the
the gorillas.
90s. Literally not since the 90s.
I can't take this anymore. What does he want from us?
Who?
God, that's who.
Honey, I don't think this is his fault.
Well, whose fault is it then? He's the one we've been praying to for the last 9 years.
Yeah!
Looking for a
Well, maybe
child.
try a
Maybe
different
I
god.
know.
That God.
In fact,
I'll show
why don't you
him.
just pray to all of them at once and see which ones you get returns on?
But how will you know? If good things just happen because you pray to all of them, you'd have to, like, every day take one out and see if good things keep happening.
You mean good things don't come with like little return to
Or
sender
that,
things?
or you might get too many babies.
Too many babies. Or maybe a baby that looks like a hedgehog.
It's true.
What are you doing?
Putting this away. We're going to have to take it back.
How can you think about taking things back at a time like this?
What do you want me to think about?
Baby!
We don't have a
Shut up,
baby!
just shut up. I don't want to hear it. I'm sick of hearing
Honey,
it.
just calm down.
I don't want to calm down. I'm angry.
Okay,
I hate that girl. I hate God. I
I hate you. I hate me. I hate everybody. I hate this. I hate this. I hate
Aww. Now she's gonna get electrocuted.
Yeah, she said that she hates God.
Can't do that.
Well, I hear Satan's pretty receptive.
True.
Don't hate on Dracula.
I mean, he was a bit rude sometimes. Was Dracula?
Come on, sit down here.
This has been very light on the comedy and very heavy on the.
But even this started with a joke and then got super serious. It's like if they put one joke on it, it's called a comedy.
Why isn't God listening? Is there some sin in our lives? Are we doing something wrong? How long do we have to keep praying?
The Christians just can't help but put important messages in everything.
As long as it takes.
Even your breakfast cereal.
But I'm empty. I don't have any faith left.
Alphabety spaghetti with only G-O's and D's in it. You can only ever really spell God and dog and maybe a couple
Goddos.
of little things.
We'll just keep praying.
Goog.
We'll just keep
The rebellious
trying.
kids just keep rearranging their soup into dogs.
We'll just keep trying.
Aww.
Sounds like a good plan. That'd fix the other relationship if they just kept trying. We'll just try. Try again.
Once upon a time, there was
Oh,
a
dear.
family who lived in a land called
This looks folk
these
horror-y.
parts. There was the dad, the mother,
Oh god, a pirate.
and
Oh,
the
more
child.
pirates.
For as
Okay,
long
what's
as
going
anyone
on?
could remember, everyone who lived in these parts had a patch on one eye,
Oh, your patch looks lovely today, dear.
a pad on one ear,
Let me help straighten your pad, honey.
and one arm in a sling.
Mommy, why do I have to wear this thing?
Sometimes in these parts, children ask impolite questions.
That's
Also living in the
impolite.
land were important advisors. There was the scientist,
Hello.
the scholar,
Hey,
How do you do?
you're wearing
and
the wrong
doctor.
sling.
Well, I trust.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, the
Why is it a
people in these parts were only
1940s
persons
German
because of their
experimental
pads and
doctor?
slings.
Uh-oh.
People for so
That's
long,
where they've been
they hardly
hiding.
even noticed. That is until one day a stranger came into town.
Not a stranger.
Oh,
We don't take kindly to people without eye patches.
it's
And...
Mr. Rogers.
Mommy, what's a stranger?
Well, sweetheart, it's someone who, well, who's
Strange. Oh, boo!
Ah!
He had no patch on his eye, no pad on his ear, and he could hug with both arms.
Oh, folks, I bring
And
great
boy,
news to
could he
everyone
hug.
living in these parts. Well, you don't have to be half blind. You don't have to be half deaf or walk around with your arm in a sling.
Yes, we do.
The startling news made the people in these parts gasp.
Now, wait a minute. You mean to
Trying to learn about message wearing eye patches and why I should wear one.
Oh, precisely. And I can do even more than that. You're not just part people on the outside. You're part people on the inside.
Yeah,
too.
is it male
But
time?
I can change all that.
Doesn't look like it.
Change sounds pretty scary.
I've gotten along fine with just one eye. What do I need another one for?
Mommy, why do I have to keep wearing the sling?
Oh, you don't, sweetheart. Well, just come follow me.
Oh, now, wait just a minute, mister. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, who do you think you are?
Coming here and trying to poison our children with your empty promises.
Oh, but
Yeah.
my promises are real. I come from a holy land where all people are real.
And so they turned to the experts, those learned advisors, for guidance.
You scientists, tell us. Can a person really use two eyes, two ears, and both arms?
Well, I've done calculations, and I've consulted all known laws of physics, and I'm afraid that's impossible. So, it can't happen.
Mr. Historian?
Well, I've studied ancient cultures, and I've scoured the pages of recorded history. And I'm afraid it's never happened before, so it never happens.
And what do you think, Doctor?
Well, I've examined many patients and kept accurate charts. And I'm afraid that's biologically unprecedented, so it doesn't happen.
No.
Do you prefer to be blind?
Is it really so wonderful to be deaf? Are we gonna stand here and let this stranger insult us?
Young man,
You know, you could just
you're not
say that whoever is the one person is actually the other person and swap their roles. And this would just work exactly the same, right?
So they set upon the stranger with the full force of their fury.
So, you want us to see with 2 eyes, huh?
We'll see how you get along without any eyes.
So you think you can hear
Yeah, take out his eyes.
in your ears till you can't hear at all? So you don't think I'm doing a good enough job loving my family, huh? Well, let's see what you can do with your arms broken.
Gee, they're getting pretty violent out there.
That's getting so violent
No
out
one
here.
bothered to notice that every quality the stranger promised, he also possessed. All they could think about was getting rid of his disquieting presence. And before they even knew what they were doing, they had killed the stranger.
Far out.
He did. I love this sketch. It's hilarious.
Yeah, this one's awesome.
But I'm sure if one of those people walked into...
I couldn't really see what was happening. Did you hear anything?
No.
I only have one arm. Surely it wasn't my blow that...
Mommy?
Almost as quickly as the tragedy happened, the family returned to life as usual in these parts.
Well,
No
someone
one
came to
wanted
look
to talk about the stranger or what they had done to him. Well, no one, that is, except...
Well, hi, everybody. I'm back.
They couldn't believe their eye.
Who are you?
Well, you don't know?
See, it's a
I
funny
am.
sketch.
You did.
Couldn't believe their eye.
That's
right.
Jesus.
But I've done calculations.
I've studied civilization.
I've examined many patients.
As well as I've looked.
I've opened books.
Their pulse I took.
How dare we try to learn anything by
It did happen.
seeing things?
Look, it's not very
And
scientific
studying.
or scholarly or therapeutic to ignore evidence. Well, if nothing else, look at me. I'm here.
Oh, come on, dear. Let's
Yeah, but that's evidence. We can study that.
Goes like this. Dead men living. Impossible.
I'm so confused.
Unprecedented.
unnatural. Mister, are you sure you're alive? Well, yeah, you look okay. But I'm just a kid. What do I know?
Oh, you know plenty.
Aren't you pretty mad at my mom and dad? I mean, after what they did to you?
I know this may be hard to understand, but my offer still
Cue the
stands.
sad music.
For you too. Would you like my help?
Is it being played live?
Totally Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
What do you say we start with the sling?
Yeah, and all them Romans are the people with the eye patches. The eye patches and slings represent those Roman skirts, because
How does that
people shouldn't wear Roman skirts. That's how it really went down.
It does feel better to hug with both arms.
Aww.
The first time, and then it starts getting sore because you've got a genetic dysfunction that only exists in your town. Sorry, kid. And since you haven't been putting your arm in the sling like you're meant to, it's gonna fall off. The end. We get a song now.
Oh my god. He
What did you
murdered
get in the
someone.
mail? Is it important? It looks
It's a
big.
coffee machine.
Whoa.
Like a proper one.
So you
With
can
a
make
grinder
proper
and-
coffees.
Yeah.
You get beans.
I have
You can
beans
get
already.
punk rock beans.
I get the beans from my work.
Oh,
So I
you
know that I
don't get
like
the punk rock
I can
beans?
try them.
The offering. This is who it starred. This is the nice guy. Oh, message topic. See, we're meant to have the instruction booklet so we can talk after, pause the video, and talk after each sketch. No more room.
Fear of the unknown.
That was my favorite sketch.
It was an interesting concept. They could have probably approached it a bit better.
I just want the beanbag for myself.
Oh, look, Easter specifically.
Nice.
Aww.
Thanks, Steve.
Something about those kind of Christian productions I find very amusing.
Because they're so, like...
He is here.
Blinders? The horse blinders? That's, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, is he going to do some stand-up comedy now?
The thing about Christians and milk...
What's the deal with airline Jesus?
Hey, look! There's a Jesus for half a second. Was it a matte painting?
Probably.
Someone has that matte painting up on their wall.
This got super dark at points. Like
So many points.
Super dark.
I feel like everything else that was in the pile is going to do the same thing.
So one thing about like that last one that was kind of like interesting to think about though is it's like, yay, we've got this village where we wear eye patches and all that, and then some guy comes and tries to change it. So the negatives to that could be maybe there is a disease going through the village or something that is causing them these problems, and so they take off these bandages or whatever, and suddenly they're in a lot more pain and a lot more suffering, and they don't recover quite as well. Or B, they're just marching into some civilization and saying, we do things our way now. Hey, African culture, we do things like the white man from Europe.
But the funny thing is, all the excuses and explanations he gave to why everyone should believe in him, if someone decided to walk into a church and say, hey guys, you really shouldn't, hate on gay people so much.
True.
And all they do the same thing.
True.
So, like, it was a play that they're like, we're the good guys, but it was very much but who's the good guy play. Like, you could just put any names on it and say, yeah.
The thing is, Ape Sentai, they were pretty specific in having, like, a doctor, a scholar.
Exactly, the same
like,
story.
All those kinds of things to where, like, that more points to it being, a group of people who prefer education and knowledge over religion. So I would suggest that even if the guy who came in was an atheist, he's probably one of those belligerent...
I have to make you take off your eye patch.
Well, yeah, that's it. Like,
not just letting people.
So either way, like there's holes in the story.
It was like some of the others were like too dark and boring or not funny at all, but that last one was just like cringy.
Yeah, the last one was very cringy.
Too cringy.
But at least we got a song at the end.
The song was terrible.
Warmed my heart.
Oh, yeah. I like the bit with the womb rooms.
Womb room.
I want a placental sac beanbag. Just because I'm having a lot of hard times trying to think about how to say it properly. Placental sac beanbag. Yeah.
I like how the married couple were a married couple. Like a TV married couple.
The ones fighting about not noticing but noticing too much in the wrong ways. Yeah. Not the ones trying to steal a baby.
Yeah, no, not them.
I have to cut every single skit out and put it up as a separate video.
Well,
Ta-da!
Any plans for next week?
I haven't really planned
That's
on
okay.
it too much. Maybe, I don't know. I just keep saying Yo-Yos. I want to play on Yo-Yos. Or maybe some home movies. I got so many cool new home movies.
Let's do home movies then. I want home movies.
I'm trying to line them up with the right dates. I'm going to have to just put them all in a section and then put them in order of the dates so that I can like go, what's the date today? I'll take this one. Because
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I've gotten quite a few of them, like just this year or like last year.
It's weird how suddenly they have just become available.
Yeah.
It feels like in the past it's something that was just a pipe dream. Like, yeah, we would love to have that. And now...
Maybe it's that thing that we hated on, how like everyone's trying to charge $1,000 for a Disney DVD is making everybody go through their cupboards and go, oh, this isn't worth shit, and throwing
Could
that
be.
out, looking for the ones that might be worth something.
It could be.
Yeah.
It genuinely could be a thing. So maybe this revival has been good for us in a way.
Oh, I have a story I want to tell you. I'm trying so hard not to just freaking tell you.
You can tell me the story.
The story. No, I want to tell you when we watch the video because I found another home movie that I just...
Oh boy.
The story is fun. The story is fun.
Well-
It's very simple, but it's just one that I don't want to tell you until it's time.
Well, there's nothing that lines up. Just pick that one.
Mm. No, that's why I have to hold off because it has to come on a certain date.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know. We'll see whether we watch home movies or something else. It doesn't
When it
matter.
happens.
Keep it fluid.
Mm-hmm. It's been working for us, I think.
Yeah. Ooh, this looks interesting. Grab it. Yeah. Right. What's out? This. I edited down the 88 tattoo, which I'm gonna put that edit out on your channel with the rest of the little edit downs on Anzac Day.
Okay.
Playing around, releasing. I just cut down another one of the old 88 Betamax TV tapes into the commercials, so those will start going up as soon as this little batch of football stuff has gone up. But I just recently cut up a whole tape of Fox Football Channel stuff.
Fox
so
Footy,
like,
original Fox Footy.
yeah, so like some old Foxtel like bumpers and ads and
Yeah, because those... It was like... mid-aughts to late, maybe. They had a channel called Fox Footy, and it just eventually just disappeared.
They had Fox
It's
Footy
back
Extra as
now.
well. They had two.
Yeah,
But
and
they used to create their own shows for it. So
yeah,
all
it's
the
back
promos
now,
are
but
just
there was
their
like a
shows.
decade or something where it was just gone.
So no footballers' wives.
You could
and
edit Ric Flair
grumpy
into the
old men.
Woo skit. I mean, that would be funny. If I could find some promos that I could easily, like, green screen him. You know, just chroma key him.
Puppy.
What? Thanks, puppy. Yeah, thanks for the love, pup.
And somebody's driving down from Melbourne to Warren Ponds because they're going to do it anyway, but they're bringing their entire VHS collection because Sam did another thing where she found some stuff on Facebook. See if we get anything good from that. And then wrestling.
Hell yeah, wrestling's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Wrestling and record shop. My two favorite
Yeah.
things.
Cool.
The end. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a good time.
See you next time.
Bye.
And be kind to your wife.